In this part, I will polish up a bit more on this run motion, and I will talk about how I clean up the motion curves in different views. Before I fix other body part, I will add some more movement on head. If you see this animation, the head movement is a bit looks a bit rigid. When you work in Maya, you will walk like this with a very close view, so you don't really think about it. But when you check in game like this, small movement actually doesn't really appeal. So if you exaggerate, it makes motion more dynamic. So I will add head rotation. Side view, select head. I'll just use layer for this. I will merge this one. I will merge this layer that I made for changing the wrist. So I will merge this layer that I made this layer for changing right arm pose. Let's merge this. Then select head and create layer down. So key at the beginning, key at the end to match the pose. Can change the pose. So the half of this frame is 8. It's because 16 frame animations. Then 4, I will just call this half. 4 goes up and hit the ground here. Ground here. You see this motion is center of mass. Its lowest point here. Not is center of gravity is he hit the ground with the right leg and then body like impact here too. So this impact will make him rotate his head a little bit. Maybe here. Let's say 6. This will make it a bit down. 10. Down. Down. This frame should make his head rotate. I will use graph editor. His head hit the ground. If you change rotation from graph editor, it will make much easier to match first pose and last pose. So hit change the rotation. It will make this kind of graph. Then so see graph with the cycle with offset option. Let's see, it's looping nicely. After hitting the ground, the head a bit down. That was too much. Let's see. That's a little bit too much. Let's try again. I can move, shift all this. So like this way. Let's see what if we move one. Okay. Then that's fine. I'll just change it. Okay. So like this, and little bit bouncy with this, and you can also use necks as well. But I will not spend much time for this. I will just show you how I added a little bit motion on head. It goes like this. On head a little bit this way. Push his pose. You can turn this way. So he will take this head. I think rotation is a bit too much. I will reduce this. Once it goes too high, just a little bit. So it bounce a little bit. Yeah, looks pretty good. And okay, so you can spend more time for like adding a bit more movement on other part, but yeah, I will not spend much time. I will just edit this, merge layer, and let's fix the lag a little bit. You see this motion when the from this pose is too, it's like too right side is his upper body is rotated to this direction to right because is holding a little bit back. It's sewed, so it's twisted its upper body to right side. So this makes sense. It's pull vector is a bit right. This makes sense, but I think it's too much. So I will just move to this way to make him look run more straightforward. So this is moving X. Let's change the X translate. Translate goes too much here. So select this all, then scale. So now if you see this, it's more, it's running straight. I think I changed too much. I'll change a little bit, half. Much better. Yeah, much better. Then if you see leg pose and his ankle is a bit rotated too much, it's because his leg has different setting with the normal human body. If you see the his leg, it look like it's wearing very long heel shoes, so that's why the ankle pivot is up here. If it's regular human type, it should be around here. It's too high. That's why when I applied motion capture data, it goes like these. So if you work with a different rigging, or you just use normal human type character, the result must be different, and don't really see this weird issues. I will quickly fix this. Let's grab this controller, and there's a controller to change this. Which one was it? Toro. Yeah, this one is the one. Select this controller and make layer. I will fix it with a layer. So yeah, it's always good to key start key and end key to make sure you don't change the at the beginning and end pose. So pose is fine. So I will key here. This pose is fine. I will just key which I just want to keep the base pose. From this pose it goes a bit weird, so 12, I will change 12, 12, yes. This is what we will change. This select this, and then with the middle mouse click, I will change the value till I get the result what I want. So, and this was weird as well. Oh no, fine. It goes front and end bit. This stretch. Let's play this. Yeah, that's pretty much okay. And then let's fix this left leg as well. I will just add this one to the layer that I just created. Add selected object, and select this object and key at the beginning, at the end. I can keep the all same pose at the beginning and end. So till here, till 2, pose is fine, but I started getting this one is worst part. I will key in here, and from here it seems it's okay. From here it's totally fine. So I will keep this frame, and at the beginning I will keep this. I will just change here. Same like right leg. Click this to roll, and then rotate this till you get the result what you want. only here. Okay, and I'll change something else as well because I changed the leg. When you hit the ground, it will hit with the heel, not the toe. If you see this, she hit the ground with her front side of the feet, which is not right. So we'll make this like this. So change like this. We'll rotate a little bit from here. Then rotate this and then the ground. The ground. Let's make the other legs as well. This one is not bad like that, but this one can rotate this one too. Keep this key, so key 3 and 6 I will rotate like this. So from this range, from 6 to 3 to 6, I rotate a little bit. This and tight and tight, tight. It doesn't add keys. Try again. Keys. Why doesn't change this? Okay, this one. Again, rotate key. Or key and right like to keep tier 3 frame from the beginning. I will keep it, and then here it will our key here 7, but before I will rotate a little bit the ground. Tight back. It looks better. It looks better. Looks better. And okay, let's merge this. I can't spend much, like 1 hour to polishing this. And what I will do next, I will go side view and check the arc. I will make really nice arc here. polishing really nicely, smooth and nicely here, and I will check the beginning and the end to make really nice loop. Show you what I mean. It's always good to check your animation with the cycle option here. So for example, when you work on all this when you finish the when you made really nice arc here, and you can also change the rotation. You can polish the rotation a little bit. You see this graph makes a tiny bit popping or wobble. So it's always good to check this as a linear. When you see this, it already looks better and a little smooth, and then you can just make better smooth graph here. So when it change the cycle, when it goes to next cycle, it will go very smooth. And also front view, you can check this arc. No, it doesn't look nice. It's very at some point up, very pointing. I will make very smooth this. I will show you the one after I change how it what it look like after changing this. Actually, I can open that file. So this is before this current animation that I'm working on, and I'll show you. This is I polished the leg movement. Let's select this controller and see the curve. So you see front view is more smooth, and side view quite smooth. In top view, it has also quite smooth curve. I usually check my curve in 3 different views: front, side, and top. If you have nice arc in these 3 views, your animation will look nice in every different angle, because video game, the player can see, most of the time can see your character in different angle, so it's always good to make sure your animation have good curve and smooth motion in different angle. And then if you see the other leg, this one is also same, I polished up. So if you see motion trail, it has very nice arc, this, and side view as well, so quite nice arc. And top view, whenever you see the motion data, if there's any like this kind of graph, definitely you have to make it polished to look smooth in different angle. So this is how I change it, leg at the end. So I will continue to polishing upper body. So the most important part in this run cycle is this right arm movement because it has very big sole. If you don't have nice smooth curve, it will make this weapon look very light. It's hard to see. In this animation, you will see this fast angle change. If it's heavy, you will not move the sword like this fast. So it just this sword just looks light. I found it's easier to make it look heavy with the IK controller, because FK controller, whenever you move a little bit, your body is also affecting to weapon. I will change this to IK. Select this to IK, and I'll use the script FK IK switch. Match IK to FK. I have to key first, because if there's no key, it doesn't change the value. So I need to key this first. The key bake simulation will key on every frame. Then select this again and IK match IK to FK. It will match IK controller to FK controller, so it will look exactly the same with the IK controller. So go to, there's a little bit part popping, is little fix, just select this and this IK to FK. Yep. Then let's delete last frame. It changes back to FK controller. This FK IK switch still have key at the last frame. Just delete, so it's all IK. So what I will do, I will remove some keys, because if I work with all every key on frame, it's hard to edit, and reducing keys, it makes it easy to edit mocap data. There's Euler issue, I will do Euler filter, so fix this rotation issue. So again, select IK controller and pull vector as well, or reduce the keys. Go curve, resample curve. Yep. So I will just change these steps as a 2. It means you will have keys every 2 frames. Now I have every keys on every frame, but if I click this, I have half keys, so it's just every 2 frame keys. It makes it easy to edit. If you see this animation already, reducing key with the IK will give more weight, because it's not moving with the body. Yeah, but this rotation is up and down. What you can do, when you check the weapon, you can check the weapon tips arc. You can create a locator, then you can move at the tip of the weapon, and also you can use to this red 9 tools to match the position with the weapon. Just select this weapon and select locator and snap transform, and now you can just move him to the end. But as you see, I created one before, so I will just use this one. This one is parented with the sword, so it follows the sword movement. If If you click this, you will see that you can see the arc. Let's see in front view. Yeah, it moves a lot, and there's this curve doesn't look nice here. It's very pointy curve here. If you make really smooth curve in here, it will make look much nicer. Look at this. It doesn't look nice. It's really fuzzy. If it's a heavy weapon, it will not move like this. And this weapon is like it affects a lot on his silhouette, so it's good to spend enough time to polishing this. Let's polishing this hand first, and then I will change the art here. So hand, click hand and see the hand's arc. This one also doesn't look very smooth arc. I will just quickly edit this. Go up. Go this front and back. Back. Okay. Change this as a linear. And front view. Not following, the weapon is not following the I can't. It was following FK, so I will change this to follow the IK controller constraint parent. So it will follow the IK. Yep. Then it's following the FK. I will remove this. This not following FK controller. Yes, now it's just following FK controller. And top view, make sure you have nice arc on top view. So I'll keep polishing this till when I have nice arc in different angle. So it's still quite rough, but it's getting there. Let's turn on the locator so I can see the locator arc. So this is very pointy movement. Or change to world locator, world rotation. And as I said, you can always change it to as a cycle, and you can check the curve from here to make it a bit smoother. It's too linear here. So what you can do, select this all two and change this, and I will make it as a linear, which gives better result. And yeah, especially like this kind of curve makes weird wobbly motion when it's looped. So select these two and make it linear and shift it down so to make really nice smooth loop. And then select this one smooth, and this one select this, and like this. It doesn't look nice when it goes up. I think I will just change this y-axis a lot. This doesn't look nice at all. I might change like this opposite side. Down and up. So that rotation looks better. Not that change, because go down, then this timing makes better sense with the movement. Okay, yes, I'm popping a little bit. Yes. It's too stretched here. Let's make this a bit higher, like this. Just use this calculator scale. When you change scale, at the beginning and the end, make sure you select all this beginning frame and last frame and starting frame. This. So yeah, now it looks a bit smoother than before. I can change a bit more. Definitely I will spend more time to make it look better, but this one is already better than before. And left arm is same. You can make nice. You can change to IK and polishing that curve arc as well. Looks at compare his weapon, his arm movement is a bit too much. It swing it swing really fast, which makes a little bit lighter. It makes look is shield to look a bit lighter, so you can reduce arm movement a little bit. Let's change this to IK as well. You can change to IK and then polishing up as well. I will not go all the detail. There's some part that I will spend longer time, but I will skip. It's a bit boring process. And so that's why it's very important you know how to make run cycle or walk cycle by keyframe. If you know that when you edit motion capture data, you can see where you need to change or where you need to polish up. And also, if you want to add some extra motion on top of base animation, you can do using keyframe animation. So it's very important you practice walk or run cycle by keyframe first. So I will show you how I edited at the end the right arm and left arm. So I will bring my last Maya file. You can see this IK arm, and let's see arc. Let's see arc side view. So it has a nice arc in front view. So this is last file that I changed it. You see the arc in front view, it has nice arc. Then side view, nice arc. Then top view, and top view has also a nice arc. And also the tip of the weapon. Side view has a quite nice arc. Then front view. Sorry, not much arc, but it's not overly. It's nice. Quite okay. It's okay. And top view, nice arc. So checking your animation in all three views is very important. And also the left arm. front view, it has quite nice arc here. I can still polish a bit. It's okay. And side view, arc, and top view. Nice arc here. So like you see, keep polishing the arm with the arc, with the motion trail. It's very important. I spent most of the time in this stage. Applying motion capture data is really easy and it's really quick, but editing motion data to make it look really nice, it takes time. Even you use motion capture data, still you will need quite many polishing. So yeah, when you finish this stage, I will explain how I add this secondary dynamics. If you, as you see here, she has many secondary motions. I used a script called overwrapper. This one, I found this one of the handy tools whenever you need to animate secondary motions like hair, clothes. I will explain in next chapter how I use this. Okay, let's move on to next part.